Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Hope you are okay on that side of the screen. And today we are going to take a look at the T5 Pro from Hotwav, which is right over here. And it is an interesting phone. It's an entry-level phone, rugged with a giant battery, 7,500 milliamp hours, which is a lot. Actually, if I open the settings right over here, and if I go to battery, as you can see, it says more than 2 days left in terms of usage. So if you're looking for something with a really huge battery, this might be a good solution. If you're looking for a good solution to activate your Windows 10 Pro, Windows 11 Pro, or even Office 2021, then don't forget to check out the cdkeysales.com website, which is the sponsor of this video. We have tested the platform, we have purchased keys right over there, and we have activated successfully Windows 10, 11 and Office 2021. I will leave a link down below. Now, looking at the Hotwav T5 Pro, what comes inside the package basically is the charger, USB Type-C cable, which is nice. This is one of the first rugged phones that I use right over here with USB Type-C, which is common these days, but even like that, the last few rugged phones had micro USB. It also comes with the user manual, and basically that is it, a clean packaging. In terms of the design itself, this is a rugged phone, but it is the most rugged phone that I've checked so far. If you look at the size of it, usually the rugged phones finish right over here, but this one still has a few more millimeters to this side, which I imagine is for the battery. 7,500 milliamp hours is not easy to fit inside a package such as this one. The design is nice. It's big. It is big. If I compare to my iPhone 11 Pro right over here, as you can see, it's a small phone, and I find the iPhone 11 Pro quite big for my hands, but comparing with this one, nah, forget about it. And if I compare with the iPhone 12 mini, it looks like a baby near here. So in terms of resistance, I would never compare this with this, because if this one falls anywhere, it will resist, and this one, if it falls, then it will break apart, which is something that we don't want. Now here on the left side we'll have the tray for the SIM card and also micro SD, which is really nice. On the bottom, as we have seen, we have the USB Type-C port right over here, which is hidden behind this small door right over here. And then on the right side we have the power button and volume rocker right over here. On top we have a 3.5mm headphone jack, which we can use to listen to some music if you prefer to do so without a Bluetooth headset, which is usually what I use. Now at the back we have fingerprint sensor right over here, and then the cameras. By the way, the cameras I was testing yesterday, I haven't checked the footages. It has a 5 megapixel camera at the front and a 13 megapixel camera at the back, so you will see the images at the same time as I do. So this is the quality of the front face camera, and I'm going to turn so that we can see some color shifts and the ISO. In the screen I don't see anything bad at all. Probably my face is a bit dark right now and there is a little bit of shakiness, but I wouldn't expect any miracles. Through the face detection, as you can see, it will not be the fastest phone that you have tried or that you have used, but it's not bad at all. I just open and it will take a few seconds to and there we go. Let's close it again, and if I touch, it will take a few seconds. Did not recognize that one. Let's do it again so that you can see on this angle. It's not the fastest, far from it, but it's not bad at all. Better than putting the numbers right over here. The screen is a 6-inch panel with a resolution of 1960 by 480 at 60 Hz with a pixel density of 179 pixels per inch, so it's not that much. If I compare with a top level phone, of course it's not that much, but as you can see even on this camera right over here, the angle, the graphics are not bad at all. And although we are jumping to crazy resolutions as a budget phone, specifications wise it has a MediaTek A22, also known as MediaTek 6761, 4GB of RAM and 32GB of flash storage. In terms of performance, the Geekbench result 163 and 541, so as you may imagine it's not the fastest phone in the world, far from it. We also have the 3D Mark score, which gives us a score of 290 and 205 megabits per second on download and 118 megabits per second on upload. And this means what? This means that we have a phone right over here. It's not a flagship, it's an entry level. But for those of you that are wondering, okay, how's the multitasking experience? I have no complaints at all. I can work with it without any issues. I can just swipe from app to app and it works really nice. So it's an entry level phone that has a nice firmware. I can go to the settings, for example. Just by the way, it has Android 12, and besides having Android 12, it has, as you can see, a small customization from the brand in terms of Android, but that's normal on any brand. Right over here we have some gesture settings, we have the digital well-being and parental controls and things like that, so we have quite a few options right over here. One of my favorites, as you know, is the battery. The battery is just crazy. The experience on multitasking. Now, will I be able to play some games? Yeah, if you want to play games like Asphalt 9 Legends, for example, it will just fine, a good experience, but we will not be able to go much further than that. In terms of resistance, it has IP68 with the doors open, which is curious. If I have, for example, the USB Type-C open, and if I dive up to 3 meters, I will be able to be there for about half an hour or so. But if I close, then it will have the IP69K, which means that it will pass all those barriers and it will be able to get a really strong flush of water on any direction. So this is curious because usually the rugged phones only have protection when the doors are completely closed, and this one has two kinds of protection, IP68 and IP69K. Now, in terms of resistance in falls and so on, I didn't do much tests, but the thing is that this will be a much more resistant phone than any of the regular phones that we have. I can't compare an iPhone, for example, for a phone like this, because if I leave my iPhone to fall, it will break instantly, while this one will last for a long time. In my opinion, this is a phone that it's suited for someone that is looking for a phone on a budget to take it to a work that it's demanding and that it will prevail in terms of durability and also in terms of battery usage. So this is the strong points of this phone right over here. Of course, it has a really nice design for the type of phone that it has. It is big, huge for my hand. I've got girl hands, but nonetheless, I can appreciate the design of the phone. And the type of person that I know personally that will use this kind of phone, they will not miss the lack of power that we find on other flagship phones, because it's a phone meant to take to work to get punished without having damage. If we want to take pictures and send for a report or something like that, it's more than capable for that. It will be resistant, it has a great battery, but usually that kind of person with that kind of job doesn't have time to be playing all day long on a phone. It's a phone to take to work. Basically, that is it. And on that particular case and on those scenarios, I do believe that it's a phone that it's balanced on a budget. That being said, hope that the video was helpful in some way, and if it was, don't forget that usual thumbs up right over there, which is really appreciated on this side of the screen. My name is Roberto, and as always, I'll see you guys on the next one.